Hello and welcome to a Best Automatic movie experience. Now, we all go to the cinema, but a lot of them are all shut down because a lot of people are buying these movie cinema kits and all that. Look, they can build them at home, like I'm down the road on someone's garden shed, right? They've bought like a cinema and they charge people to see movies, but don't dress him up because you don't want the council to know he's running a business and all that lot. So, I've got my two colleagues from the Best Automatic and they're going to be reviewing this movie with me, but you know, we could do like the future thing, like with the future, with live, you know, streaming internet stuff and all that lot, but you don't get that weird or feeling of going seeing something in the cinema. I mean, yeah, we're old, so this is what we're doing it for. You know, in a crowded room full of people's heads in the bleeding way and all that lot. That's why Will's lot sit right at the front, as you might notice, yeah, just to see this movie.
You're rambling. So it's easily straightforward. We're seeing a movie and we don't even get popcorn.
Can't buy popcorn, it's like the bleeding cinemas. They charge you a fortune just to keep them places open, innit? This is just some geezer down road. You know how much he charges just sending his lad down to the corner shop and all that lot.
Oh yeah, right. Take it.
You've seen the movie actually free. I've paid for you to see it.
Yeah, well, don't tell me mum, because I'm not allowed to see these overrated 18 movies.
You're in your bleeding 50s, as everybody will know, and he still ain't allowed to see movies without his mum guidance.
Yeah, well, it don't say PG, does it?
Right, okay. So, on with the movie. Finally, yeah. Hey, Mr. Captain Pervert, thank you for inviting me. You're welcome. Oh, it's got Brian Thompson in it, and Oliver Reed, and it's got Josh Kennedy. So there's some big actors in here, isn't there?
Oh, give up talking. So yeah, it's got some famous actors in it.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be interesting to know who they are, wouldn't it? You do know who they are.
Well, no, just actors, aren't there?
Yeah, well, if we come out with a bit of history, that might help you.
Oh no, don't be all Mr. Know-It-All already. The movie hasn't even started yet, and you're starting all your bleeding history and all these lot.
Look, I'm only trying to help and all that lot, but it'd be helpful. Oh, bleeding heck. George Harris Kennedy Jr. was born February 18th, 1925 at New York. We don't care!
Yeah, make him shut up! Look, we want to watch the movie, not have a history lesson about what type of actors what. Don't care!
Yeah, but he wanted to join the Air Force in 1943, but he couldn't. But he ended up doing these famous aircraft movies in the 70s, these disaster movies.
We don't care! Don't you get the hint?
Alright, okay, moving on. At least we can get back to the movie now. Yeah, but I haven't mentioned the other actors, have I?
We don't care! Give up!
Yeah, but there's Oliver Reed, isn't there? You need to know much about him and all, don't you? You know, he's a British actor, and he was a bit of a rebel and all that lot. Do you mean he was a bit of a hellraiser? Oh yeah, getting a bit confused because he kills rebels in this movie. What, you've already seen this movie? Yeah, that's why I need you two to help me sort of understand it a little bit better. Right. I mean, you know Oliver, he had some unusual pets like Pipimessian rhinos, to a lion, to a bear, and even a baboon he had as well. I mean, he had horses and cows and all that, and horses and dogs and that, but, you know...
Who cares? Lord, I just want to get home and watch the movie.
Alright, the movie's started now. It starts off with a yacht, right? And then it's got our main actor in it, alright, you know. You do know who it is. No, don't go there, alright, we'll give it, you know, it's not God from Terminator there. Yeah. So he's executed a phone, so is it a comedy? Well, so that's on his yacht. Curtains. That doesn't seem secure.
What the hell are you two on about?
Hey, the thing is that it's right. Maybe that's why he's taking on this mission, right? Because he hasn't got proper doors on his bleeding yacht. I mean, yeah, that is right there, Mr. Know-It-All, isn't it? I mean, it should have some proper doors on a yacht, man. Anybody can bleeding walk in and wake you up and that. So, as you can gather, he's going to take on a mission to buy some bloody doors for his bloody yacht.
I need mornings, that's all. Well, do come in. I'd like to show you the trivial part first. To the people of Sakra, he's known as the brother.
I mean, this bit's a bit boring, this playing about this old geezer what lives in a country I can't find in the map of the world when it's explaining this. I mean, it's like our hero Ryan, right? He's got bleeding curtains for doors. I mean, he goes in a yacht, they get wet through, won't they? I mean, they could buy some shower curtains, they're waterproof. Yeah, but they're still bleeding curtains, you want proper doors in a yacht, wouldn't you? Well, yeah.
You two give up. I'm trying to listen to the importance of this. It's a major point of the story.
Intelligent man. He ranges from liberal to hardcore leftist. I want to put him away 15 years ago. They can't kill him and they can't let him out. Either way leads to revolution. This is Michael Bartos. He's the chief of intelligence and security. On the one hand, he's a patron of the arts. On the other, he is the high priest of the local death squad.
So this country's got some form of death squads then? Yeah, I mean, that's later on when they were trying to get the contacts and all that lot. Yeah, I mean, they explain a lot about how they're going to get into this country because these death squad people are really good at their jobs and they'll detect any foreign invaders and all that lot.
Right. But I would like to listen to this, not you two bleeding rambling on about it.
What?
Yeah, 10 out of 10 times. You'll also have to pay for a few good men. You won't need any men. You and your professionals wouldn't stand a chance of getting inside of a country with security as tough as theirs. You'd be dead before you signed the hotel register. What you need are a few good women.
So he's going to be going in the country with a load of women because he wants to stop in the hotel. Why can't you just send a task force? Well, I'm not knowing.
Yeah, but he wants to do it like James Bond.
I don't know anything about James Bond, do I? Well, what's the difference?
Well, it's Oliver Reed. He's like a Bond villain. He owns his own country that nobody had heard of, right? So, he's got to go in on covert because he wants to wear his tuxedo so he can walk around all spying and all that lot.
What? Is it making sense, this?
Yes, it does, if you listen to it.
I've been trying to listen to it, but you two keep talking through it.
Yeah, but the story plot's quite simple. Oliver Reed is in charge of a country, if you pay attention.
I've been trying!
He is the high priest of the local death squad. In a land filled with poverty, he lives like a king. Naturally, he enjoys the status quo.
So it's like Oliver Reed in charge of a country and he's running it like North Korea. Yeah, that's what I've got the impression of. I mean, later on in the movie you got like these maybe models and stuff and all that lot.
Oh, some spoil ahead with the movie, why not, yeah?
Oh, I can't, because I've seen it, but I'm still a little bit confused about it. Well, I'm a bit confused with these images. Well, they can't wear the uniforms and they know where they come from, won't they? Well, that makes sense.
The irony is, we put the government there. So what happened? Bad investment? Greed is what happened. The colonel sucked up all of the cash and bankrupted the country within 3 years. Now they want to sell out and go to bed with the competition. So, I guess this is the part where you tell me what you want from me.
I mean, I've got this bit, what they want off him. I mean, obviously, that guy wants some decent bleeding doors in his yacht, don't he? So, obviously, he's willing to do anything on this mission. Alright, okay, so that's your opinion on this, but you need to really pay attention, and you want us to help you?
Yeah, well, I'm trying to listen to all this. I mean, it's interesting. I mean, they're talking about this old man because they can't kill this James Bond villain you're on about, this Oliver Reed, when his name is something completely different.
Yeah, but that's the actor's name.
Right, so why keep calling him Oliver?
Because that's his real name.
Right, but that's just making it complicated for me to understand now.
Oh, Blading, what a dearie you are, aren't you? I mean, it's bladingly obviously simple. That guy, right, Ryan, you mean, Brian Thompson. Oh, right, don't you get all bloody technical about what name is actors and all that lot. Right, Ryan, as we've established, right, he wants some bloody doors on his yacht.
Since when? He hasn't even explained he wants any doors on his yacht. All we saw was some guy coming through some curtains.
Yeah, but that's what my opinion is, right? So, he's going to take some money and do this job.
Well, let's find out what the bleeding mission is about.
You think an old man can lead a revolution? Properly handled, yes. And what if I'm not interested? Would $350,000 pique your interest? It's not a shabby advance. I'm glad you understand finances. There's another $350,000 when you finish the job. As I said, the briefing was a trivial part. This is the heart of the matter.
He's bleeding greedy. How much money does he need?
Well, them doors are expensive in a yacht. Them yachts are expensive, so I presume the doors are expensive. Maybe that's why he's got curtains. Well, that's a good possibility, but obviously 600,000 might not have been enough. I mean, 300,000? How many doors can you buy with $300,000?
What, for a yacht? Oh no! What are these doors made of?
Well, think about it. It goes in the ocean, so it's got to be sort of watertight and all that lot. You can't just back any bit of plywood up and all that lot, can you? What's wrong with Chick Bob? Bleeding, that doesn't like a sponge in it.
Bleeding heck. Are we all getting technical about bleeding doors on this movie?
Yeah, I mean, if that's what submission's about, innit?
I don't get the joke. The computer checked out 2,442 possible alternatives. The only one that has a chance of working is this.
So, as I can gather, it's been designed by computers what have picked him to do this mission.
They don't have any sort of a track record, and that's perfect for covert actions.
Isn't this a job for the CIA to be doing?
Yeah, well, if you bleeding listened to the movie, you would have heard all that.
Yeah, well, it doesn't help with you two talking through it. Well, I bleeding missed it, haven't I?
Well, yeah, they explained it.
We? Am I talking to one man or a company? If you're talking about the CIA, the answer is no. It's far beyond their scope. We'd let them run errands for us every once in a while, but I find them clumsy and anachronistic. Besides, our group has no political motives. In that country, taking a dump's political.
So they do work for the CIA?
Like, you heard what he bleeding said, didn't you? I mean, well, just pay attention to what the rest of the mission's on about, alright?
No, you keep interrupting.
You did then, didn't you? Right, just get back on track, fellas, alright?
You are Cecil Thornton. You're a brilliant and highly successful fashion designer. Now, the Bartos regime is hungry for publicity. So you take 6 of your top models in your new collection, and you premiere it all in Cypher. You charm the pants off the colonel.
So it's got to come a fashion designer to be like going undercover to get into this country. So he needs like 6 women, that bloke said. Yeah, you've got it. So yeah, understanding it.
You want me to be some faggot designer? Faggot? Yes. That's very good. I believe you know Miss Rogers.
Hi, Frank.
A lot later on in the movie, I get the impression that that is his ex-girlfriend and he doesn't like working with her at all.
Oh, thank you for ruining the movie. And you mean because you've seen it already, it don't mean you have to spoil it for everybody else.
Oh, stop bloody whinging!
I think we better quit here right now. Hey, I looked for you for 3 years. Nobody knew if you were dead or alive.
I was dead, Sheila.
I took this job only because you were involved.
This time you're getting paid. You messed up, I'll cancel your check, or break your neck, or both.
So, what about this other woman? What's so special about this woman then? Well, she's right. She's been brought on because of this.
How about you, Jeff? How would you rate Ryan?
I'm afraid I don't know him that well.
Well, come on, kid, fess up. I mean, you must have had at least one quickie with him, right? Why else would he have brought you along if you weren't really good at quickies?
Well, don't be start jumping ahead in front of the movie and all that lot. I don't know what's going on.
Well, neither did I. I didn't understand this bit, right, about quickies and all that lot. You don't know what a quickie is? Well, you know, well...
She's quick. She's smart. She'll be all right. And this is Miss Wells. Her father was the cultural attaché there before the colonels decided that he was a spy and told him to go. She knows the country. She's well trained.
Thomas, this is stupid. I'm out of here.
Listen, asshole. I'm sick and tired of your macho crap. You were hired to do a job. You got the money, you made a deal. We've done all your homework for you, and this is the only way. So just get in the driver's seat and drive.
Was that meant to be a funny joke about driving?
It seemed to be that point of view, but yeah, what I can't get over is Captain Pervert, what doesn't know about a quickie.
Well, neither do I.
Well, if you watch the bloody movie, you'll understand why I'm a bit confused about quickies, because we're on that scene, and this is all it's sort of contact he has with the lady. What? Is what? You know, boxing or whatever. No, I think it's judo or something.
I smell Beverly Hills. You got a powder puff, are you, kid?
Powder puff. Is that a form of fighting, is it? It's like being a black belt in no can do. You know, you got deadly feet, but you can't get your socks off because to kill people. What the hell are you on about? Oh, I don't get it, do I?
Well, I don't get it. I mean, it's like that bloke said that there were meant to be 6 ladies. So where's the other 4 then?
Well, if you can wait on a minute, they're gonna get 2 of them out of prison.
You what?
Personally, I think it's the perfect plan.
Nothing is perfect when women are involved.
It's probably the worst chauvinistic drivel I've ever heard.
From me to Margaret Thatcher, you've managed to screw up history.
What are we going to Turkey for?
Well, they're gonna get one of the ladies out of prison because she's got special skills. What? Arm wrestling? That's how Oliver Reed died in that pub, you know. Well, yeah. You know, I feel like Oliver Reed's got a lot of influence in this movie. I mean, mentioning about Margaret Thatcher, that's out of the blue for an American guy to mention.
Giselle, Sylvie. Giselle, one of these days you'll oil your body and wrestle with me.
You're not even in my league, shitface.
You're lucky you have visitors around. But they can't stay forever. When they leave, you come to my room and I'll put out my cigarette on your nipples.
I didn't get that. In Turkey, don't they have ashtrays for cigarettes?
Oh, maybe they don't. Maybe that's what she's hinting at. Oh, bleeding it. It's some form of torture, surely. I mean, yeah. So, what they're gonna do is get this expert. She's a demolition expert. Demolition expert? Yeah, and that's why they've gone all the way over to Turkey to get her out of prison. How are they gonna do that? By having a nice little chat to her.
So let me get this I agree to do this job and I'm out of here.
You're out of here if I say so.
Hey, lover. I wasn't talking to you. He's the boss, Billy.
So I wonder what she's been in for then, for prison then.
Well, it's gonna bleeding tell you if you shut up.
I am!
I'm in this shit pile for smuggling 20 kilos of pure heroin. This ain't no Hilton, friend. It's a Turkish slummer. Now, just how the hell can you bebop in here and spring me?
None of your business.
That's not helpful, not telling her.
Well, yeah. I mean, especially what she gets up to, you know, later on.
You what?
No, you're in or not.
What's the catch?
Catches your ass is mine. Make a wrong move, you're dead. If the bad guys don't get you, I will.
And after?
This seems very familiar to me. It's like from another movie I might have seen. What movie that could be? I'm not too sure, but you know, getting people out of prison and making them do like a mission. It's definitely a movie, I know.
If you stay alive, you get a brand new name and a clean record.
Okay. I'm in.
Yeah, she still gets out of prison, even what she does next.
Guess what?
What?
I'm a civilian.
So after all beating out that prison officer, she still gets out.
So, what about the next lady they're gonna get?
Well, funny enough, she's from prison.
Which one?
Well, it's telling you at the bottom of the screen, right? Before we make some room. Yeah, there you are.
Right, so they're going to America and getting that lady. And what's she in for?
Working for the CIA.
What?
Hard. Christ, that's funny.
Let me ask you a question.
What do you think the chances are of you getting out of here on your own?
So she worked for the CIA, so what did she do wrong then to get herself in prison then?
Well, if you shut up, they're going to explain why, aren't they?
I've been convicted of murder, conspiracy, and treason, including defection to the Ruskies. Now, how's that for a resume?
So she's been a naughty girl then.
Well, not all of it is true, because obviously she worked for the CIA. You know, that American Dad, that Stan Smith and all that lot.
That's just a bleeding cartoon, innit? You watch cartoons, you big baby.
Well, yeah, but it's educational, isn't it, about the CIA?
How much of it's true? Delete the defection. All of it.
The CIA is willing to lose your file.
You're gonna forget that I used to work for them? That I did their dirty work? I did 13 contracts in 2 years, and they set me up for this because I refused to do old man Sinopoli. You're gonna lose all that too?
Water under the bridge.
So she gets out of prison, and she's that lady what talks about, you know, quickies. So it must be a CIA covert talk language they talk about. No, a quickie means something completely different.
Oh, bleeding heck, don't be talking about quickies or something I don't understand. Just move on about the movie instead. So what are we in Sardinia, Italy for?
Well, they're going to get the other lady, right? Because she's in a different facility now.
Right.
And she's got some brilliant skills there. She doesn't know how to talk, and she's good with a knife. This movie does give me a hint of another movie I'm familiar with. It's just the special skills what the ladies have got. It's definitely a movie, I know.
I worked with Katrina years ago in Warsaw. After they brought her to this dump, I came to see her. Twice. She's still catatonic. Refuses to speak.
So why don't she refuse to speak? Is she a GTA 5 online player character then?
I don't know. Well, listen, find out.
How good is she?
Nobody's better with a blade. Last year, 3 Soviet soldiers beat her parents to death. And they raped her, shot her, and left her for dead. But she survived. Except that the trauma left her mute.
That wasn't very nice.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, she actually goes out for revenge.
So she hunted down the killers and nailed them. Tranquilizer gun and a straight edge. In solidarity, shipped her out of Poland to Italy.
This reminds me of that TV series Cover Up or something else, or Quentin Tarantino's vision of Fox Force 5. It was in that popular movie Pulp Fiction with his character Mia, where she's a knife thrower and that. You're trying to work out that character like that? Well, that's a different total movie. And now this poor woman, right, is in a mental asylum or something, and she's been well abused by the doctors and that.
Get out.
It's me, Sheila. Sheila Rogers over here.
How did you know all that with just that little scene?
They've got her loaded. We're gonna get out of here. You're gonna get a chance to get even.
So, does she get even on the doctors then?
Well, if it happens, we don't see it. But that's the only thing I get a bit confused with that. We're saying that.
Well, so did I, you know, she said she was going to get even. Even on who?
Look, lads, just get on and let's find out about what happens in the rest of the movie. Well, it comes down to the last lady, the last shot. And she looks like she's a professional photographer, taking pictures of the models, and it goes all creepy.
Who's there?
Someone who knows.
I don't like jokes.
I've got to understand this bit. I mean, it's our hero, right? He's turned up to blackmail this young lady, right? As he knows some saucy information about her, and he gets her to do this.
The new identity.
How much do you want?
I'm a pushover. I'll settle for your life. We need you for a job, that's all.
I'm through with all that.
I'm afraid you're not. Either you go on a little Mediterranean cruise with us, dance a little, kill a little, have a barrel of fun, or every camel jockey from here to Mecca is going to be blowing smoke up your pretty ass.
I mean, that's another part of the movie I didn't understand about blowing smoke up people's bottoms and all that lot. Anyhow, he gets all the ladies all together and has a nice little meal and says something a bit horrible to the ladies.
Like what?
Well, he says this.
And one more thing. I don't like working with women. Sheila, put your kids to bed.
Hey, Sibby. Hey, Sibby. You really look different.
Get lost.
But you still sound the same. Forget it.
So, as I get the two ladies from prison sort of like don't like each other, but then sort of like team up and start bullying the rest of the team. Right, but this film's starting to seem familiar to me. It's like if it was a bunch of 6 more men, it'd be like the haha, I've sussed it. It's the Dirty Dozen. You what? The Dirty Dozen. It's a franchise of movies and TV series.
Well, I don't care. I want to try to pay attention to the movie.
Yeah, but the thing is,
You've already seen it.
yeah, but it's only the training bit, it's only the music, and you can watch it. I mean, I'm quite interested in what Mr. Know-It-All's about. So there's another movie like this. Yeah, it's about 12 men what go on a deadly mission. Right, and it's based on a real, proper, true story of some men called the Dirty 13 in the Second World War.
Do you mind? I'm trying to pay attention to this.
Yeah, but it's quite simple. It's all them just training, getting fitter for the exercise and all that lot. I mean, there's no dialogue and all that lot, so you don't need to, there's no vital information you're going to miss. Well, technically, if you really do pay attention, alright, Captain Gorgeous, that you'll realise that our hero, right, Ryan, is having a relationship with the blonde.
Stop dragging your ass, Sheila. I love you too.
So I'm trying to pay attention to this. I mean, it's like they're all exercising.
Yeah, but that's the same because it happens all again and again and again. You know, with the training montage it is.
Will what?
Well, montage is like how to speed the movie up. I mean, Sylvester Stallone was really good at this. You just put a load of little clips with some music, and you get this homage type feeling. How you're getting the illusion that these ladies are improving. Like Brian's improving how to look in the mirror. His girlfriend knows how to spray perfume on her breast. To the lady putting lipstick, what doesn't even speak. But, you know, he can't apply his own, hairspray on his head and all that lot.
So, right, okay. It just seems a bit bizarre, but I want to pay attention to this. I'm getting into this.
What? Is I trying to help you? Yeah, thank you, Mr. Captain Know-It-All. I mean, that's all I'm trying to say. I mean, they're there, having a meal, and all that lot. I mean, again, and then it's back to training, and it's like another homage of music and running around practicing and shooting, cardboard figures of, Oliver. But obviously, Sheila sort of messes up and kills her boyfriend, cardboard figure. And then they have another meal, and it's all over again. The same thing, but this time it's different because with Sheila messing up on her training and all that lot, that her boyfriend needs to give her a good telling off.
Cut the crap, Sheila. If you don't con me, I've been watching you. You've lost your edge. Find it. Fast.
So this time it's the less homage near enough, because as you can tell by how it goes that the ladies are aiming the guns more better, and Sheila, she's improved because she's found the capability of listening to her boyfriend and all that lot. Right, that is getting a bit sexist, but this movie is quite sexist.
Yeah, well, I am trying to pay attention to this.
Well, you carry on paying attention to it then. But it's quite easily simple if you watch it properly. That you can see that they look like professional models, and they can hold a machine gun properly and all that lot. I mean, like, they can take out a cardboard figure of Oliver Reed, and that's like every woman's wish back in that times. I think we need to explain about Oliver Reed to him, don't we, Captain Know-It-All? I think we do.
What the hell are you turning the movie off for? I was getting into that. Why you done that for?
Well, you need to understand about Oliver Reed and the actual character, or not the character, but the actual real person as well, because he had a reputation about with the ladies and not a really good one, and it's showing in this movie with this other guy. You mean Brian Thompson? Yeah. Alright, so you're technically good about it. Yeah, but the point is, right, Oliver had a reputation, right? Why don't you just show Captain Gorgeous a clip how this guy used to operate on chat shows? Oh, that's a good idea.
I've had a lot of remarks made about me being a misogynist and being a chauvinist king and being whatever it is. But in actual fact, I adore them. That's why they take the abuse that I give them. And if I make a comment that a woman should be... I was on a chat show in America, and I was on with Shelley Winters, who never keeps her mouth shut at all. Before I went on the show, the producers said, listen, she's probably going to talk all the time, so, tell her to be quiet if you want to. So I came on to the show, Russell Hardy started to speak to me, and I said, and immediately Shelley Winters, I'd only just sat down on the chair, started to speak. I said, madam, would you please be quiet? I paid you the courtesy of listening to you when I was in the green room just now. Would you please pay me the courtesy of being quiet while I'm talking? Now, it seems to be fairly simple. You forget the show business big bit. And so we went, she interrupted again. I told her to be quiet again. Then she had to leave, and she got off the show. She came back a minute later with a huge great jug of burning water. And I stood up being a gentleman. She poured it straight over my head, and I just got a brand new suit on.
I think that basically women are very happy in the kitchen simply because it means that they're feeding their children and looking after their man. I think that the time arises. I think the time arises when a woman is put out to work, and I think then when she comes back and says, "Oh, I've had a heavy day," and the husband arrives at the same time. That's a bad deal because then they're going to fight who's going to cook and who's going to wash up. I think that a woman's place is looking after her man and her children, and I think a man's place is to look after her, to protect her, and provide her with a little warmth. I really do believe you have the whole country contract, huh? Yeah, but it's fairly sweet. I mean, the women's liberationists, if they thought about that. Shh. What, woman? Women's liberationists. I didn't know what to say, so I said absolutely nothing. I was stiff upper lip, and the audience sort of started clapping and saying it was on her side. I sat down and I said, the one extraordinary thing about women's lips is that they're so very unpredictable. And the audience then laughed the other way, and I only got one letter in the States, saying that I was rude to her. What it was, of course, is a giggle. It's a giggle. She's a showman and I'm a showman, and that's our business.
So apart from the fact that you don't like women who talk too much and you don't like women who waste bourbon, what are the essential qualities?
I don't think that I'm allowed to give away the secrets now, because I love women that are thick, and I like women that are slim, and I like women that are fat, and I like people that are tall and women that are small. And I don't want to ostracize myself from one party or another, because I don't know where I might get lucky.
So it's all a big joke you keep talking about then?
Yeah, that is the point of the movie. I think that's where they got all these ladies shooting little cardboard figures of Oliver Reed, because at the time women would have loved to be trained to kill this guy for real.
No way!
Well, let's carry on with the movie.
Got a smoke?
Sure.
You're a good soldier. Could be a good leader, too. It's your motivation that sucks.
Look, I'm not geared for girl talk, Dahlia. Make your point.
All right. Point is this. All the rest of them have a reason for being here. They had a choice. Me, you blackmailed. You fucked up my life. So, if I were you, I'd keep an eye on Dahlia.
Kind of you to warn me.
Yeah, but they're not out to kill that Oliver guy, are they? They're out to go and save that very old man, because he's going to be liberating the country and running it into...
Yeah, but the thing is though, our hero, Ryan, says this.
All right, pal. I'm coming to get you.
Right, so why would he say something odd like that?
Well, later on in the movie, I mean, obviously, they get the phone call and he don't shoot the phone, but obviously they're going to start doing their mission there.
Good morning. Are we ready?
I don't know about you. We are.
Good. Well, everything is set, and we're booked for your big show in Cyprus. Now, the computer files are all erased. You girls all have brand new IDs. And you are officially Cecil Thornton.
Oh, finally, they're going to start the mission.
Yeah, but the thing is that our friend Ryan starts threatening the old geezer down the phone.
Better be that way. Because if you screw up, no matter what kind of bind you get me into, I'll get out. And fancy security guards or not, I'll pay you a little visit.
Not to worry, Mr. Ryan. With any luck, you'll be back for my birthday, and we'll celebrate your success.
That was another thing I got a bit confused about, right? Because he actually does go to a birthday party, right? And it's one of them where it's got like streamers and party poppers and all that, look, you know, jelly and ice cream, and maybe a clown and all that. It's a right little proper kiddies party for him.
What? So he gets invited to a party?
Yeah. So, technically, you're telling us what happens in the movie.
Yeah, you're spoiling it. Shut up, we want to find out ourselves.
Well, the conversation goes a little bit deeper than that. Reminds me of the film.
So just be good. And Mr. Ryan, do be careful. If Bartos should find out, if something should go wrong, you've never heard of me. Because I've never heard of you.
Sounds like standard MO for you guys. Get the job done and we don't give a damn whether you live or die.
Oh, I definitely know what film they're on about now. Yeah, what is it? It reminds me of one. It's simple. It's Mission Impossible. Or maybe Charlie's Angels, but it's definitely Mission Impossible, where they do a mission and they deny it and they discard any knowledge of them. Yeah, it's Mission Impossible.
How do you know that then?
Oh, bleeding it, it's bloody simple.
Yeah, but I don't know what Mission Impossible is, do I?
Well, oh, bleeding that, not more bloody films you don't bloody know. Oh, bloody, just let him watch films.
You sure you're not a politician?
I'm much worse. I'm a businessman.
So, we'll get the location where they're gone to. It's that country I can't find on the bleeding map.
Oh, I can't, yeah.
Because it sounds like Cyprus, but it isn't.
Don't you recognise that statue? That might be a good clue.
It could be a prop.
In other news today, Minister of Interior Affairs Michael Bartos responded to allegations of the European Community Council that Cyprus is in violation of human rights. Mr. Bartos labeled the accusations as ridiculous and stated, "Our enemies are short-sighted. There are no death squads in Cyprus."
What the hell is going on? There's all these cars screaming about, crashing into cardboard boxes and that.
Well, these people must be the death squad people, and they're making sure that the curfew is running fine in their lovely country. I mean, making sure that dodgy geezers are not hanging around the balconies, making sure that they should have been asleep that time.
What do you mean he should have been asleep?
Well, that's what you're going to find about this strange country I can't find on the map, that all the people have to go to bed at a certain time, right? All because of Oliver Reed's rules, right?
What? That don't make sense. You sound stupid, Deez.
Well, that's what you find out. I mean, look, she's broken curfew, come straight out and wallop, dead and all. I mean, that's what these death squad people are doing. So we're going to find out our Cecil Thornton, our guy in undercover, has come to Cyprus, as it sounds very familiar of another country, but you know, but this is how we start off, how they're undercover on their mission, that they're doing their fashion show.
No! Darling, too fast. Too hard.
I'm not bothered about Cecil Thornton's fashion show. I want to know about these rules that white people have to go to bed early for.
Now, look at the audience as if every man was your lover, and pick a slide. Now.
Yeah, that's right. I'm curious. How come these people have to go to bed early for? Because of some weird dictator demands it. Well, it explains it quite simple. I mean, Oliver does, you know what I mean?
Magnificent. Absolutely magnificent.
Take 10, ladies.
So, he's gonna meet him then? Is this the bad guy? So, why don't you just go up to him and, like, kill him straight away then?
No, don't forget, they've got to find out where that old geezer is and all that lot. You're forgetting the mission, aren't you?
Well, I would do if I could hear it and all that lot, but, wait on, he could easily kill him just there. There's only, like, him and that guy there.
Well, then maybe that's what's putting him off, or what?
Now, just how in God's name did you get in here?
Mr. Thornton, my name is Michael Bartos.
Mr. Bartos.
Wait on, so why don't he just kill him? He's dead. He's dead. What do you mean? Why? I mean,
Yeah, but think about it, it's Oliver Reed though. I mean, he might be, he's a big bloke himself and he can do them weird handstands and stuff and drink some amount of alcohol and all that lot. I mean, little puny little Brian Thompson can't handle him really.
Yeah, that's a good possibility. But what about this law about people have to go to bed at a certain time?
The pleasure's all mine, I assure you.
Ladies, meet our host, Michael Bartos.
so when they're going to start mentioning about that weird early bedtime rules they got to do?
It's coming up now.
I should be happy if you will have dinner with me tonight, maybe at 10 o'clock.
We'd love to, Mr. Bartos.
If 10 is too late, perhaps you will tell me. But in my country, people take a siesta from 2 until 5, and then they work until 9.
Well, that's awful. Somebody telling you to go into bed when they tell you to.
Well, you do when your mum tells you to go to bed.
Yeah, that's different. That's my mum what tells me to go to bed. But this rule sounds weird. Right, he says to finish at 9. 9 what? 9 o'clock a.m. in the morning? But then what happens to that rest of the time?
Well, they said it was a fiesta, so it's like a cat nap or something.
No, he don't. What about during the night? He didn't explain about that.
Well, he explains how sort of about how it works and all that lot. They say that these people like working.
Yeah, and they're not surprised to get killed.
You see, the basic difference, Mr. Thornton, between us here and you Americans is that you live to work, and we work to live.
So you get this shot of this building.
So that'd be interesting to find out where that building is. We can find out where they filmed it for this pretend country they meant to be at.
Yeah, we're not bothered about buildings. I want to know, how come they're having their tea at 10 o'clock at night?
Well, that's their bleeding rules. I mean, obviously.
And now, to my very beautiful guests, I should like to propose a toast.
Oh no, that's a disaster. Oliver Reed's actually drinking in the movie.
Yeah, that's a bad sign, innit?
What do you mean by that?
Well, if you know the guy, you'll definitely know.
It'd be easier to explain to Captain Gorgeous.
Protest to the police and the RSPCA. Twinkle is still on the loose. Michael Aspel, BBC, London.
What the hell was that?
Oh, that was Michael Aspel.
No, that!
Oh, there! Oh, that was Twinkle. It was a great big giant kitten running around, and it sort of like brutally, attacked Michael Aspel.
And he's a reporter.
Well, he's used to, dealing with mad craze things like a drunken Oliver Reed, and that's one of the main things we have to mention, that when Oliver came on to a chat show, he was always drunk.
Right, so he's an alcoholic then?
Something like that.
A lot of film members on the movie actually said that Oliver was under the influence of alcohol even when he was acting as well. But to get on with the plot with the movie, he's just given out, Cecil Thornton's just given out some velocity to him.
And he's drunk.
You can never be totally popular or totally right.
Totally popular or totally right. I like that. Who said this?
Cecil Thornton.
What, woman? Of course I can ask him, but ask him yourself.
So this lady here, right, is a bit suspicious. Obviously she's with Oliver and all that lot, and it's his girlfriend and all that, and
You're right, we could have found this out without you telling us.
Yeah, but it's quite important, right? Because she's quite a major in this film, but she's a bit of a diva or devious or whatever, because she's a brunette, and, you know, she's maybe all bad and evil. But the point is that Oliver is going to mention to Cecil Thornton to this.
Look, what?
Mr. Thornton, Anna wants to know whether or not you find her attractive.
If I said yes, it would be a gross understatement.
Then I have an idea. But please do not misunderstand me. And yet you say you find my Anna very beautiful.
Please forgive me, but my sensual tastes lie in other areas, so to speak.
Oh, that's a pity, Mr. Thornton. You see, men are too crude, too violent. Their lovemaking has force.
I'll buy that.
That was a bit odd. It's just like seems to be gone to another scene.
Yeah, I did that just in case, because it's a bit I didn't understand when you were asking questions and all this weird stuff that happened.
Like a certain gentility in our lovemaking, in our affections. You see, we need the women in our lives to give us balance. Their softness soothes us, calms us, makes us feel safe. And their delights, they are boundless. Now you be honest with me, Mr. Thornton. Do you not feel something now? Do you not feel passion? Is there nothing here that you want?
Yes. Yes, there is.
And what would that be?
You haven't put it back yet.
I know, I will, alright, but it's just a bit I don't understand, right? Because, you know, he's in love with, Sheila, but then all of a sudden he starts fancying this young lady instead.
Mr. Thornton, what would you say if you had 7 beauties instead of 6? You see, my Anna is one of the most popular fashion models in this country. It would be wonderful for her career.
Well, I'm not quite sure that would work, Mr. Bartos. These ladies have had a lot of training.
And it'll be that type of training that he doesn't expect it completely off.
What she lacks in training, she makes up for with a plethora of talent. I assure you. Oh, I'm sorry.
Idiot!
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. Anna, sit down. We have guests.
I'm sorry.
So that's going to really dampen the mission, innit? Now he's got his own private spy with the models.
Yeah, exactly. And it makes things a bit awkward, actually.
So what's gonna happen now?
Well, as you can gather, she's a bit of a villain, isn't she? And you ain't gonna expect what happens next, later on, no spoilers yet.
So, they just let the little bit spy on us?
We can use it. If Bartos is sniffing for information, we can pipe what we want him to know through her.
A scum like Bartos are never content with just one snitch. He's probably bugging our rooms, too.
Yeah, and anything else he can get his hands on. So nobody talks unless we're in the open. We'll meet our contacts soon enough. Codename's May is in the month. He's a local Whiskey Underground. Till then...
So as you can gather, the hotel is bugged their rooms and they can hear their conversations, so they speak outside and have delightful conversations like this.
Oh right, that'd be interesting.
Hey, Sheila, you got a good little body there. Considering your age. Ryan doesn't seem to notice, though, does he?
Look, you got the hots for Ryan, honey. You can have him.
Oh, not without references, hon. Tell me, how would you rate Ryan in the sack?
You know what I think? I think you're a frigid bitch who's probably never had an orgasm in her life.
Honey, you wouldn't know an orgasm if it landed in your face.
Ladies, you're behaving like trashy tarts in a hair salon.
So they can't talk because they'll get listened to, won't they?
Yeah, well, it don't matter because she starts talking about quickies. You know that bit I was a bit confused about? I mean, it must mean there's some code about fighting and all that, look, because that's what it happens. I mean, they're having a quickie and they're having a dig.
Look, I keep telling you, quickies is not a form of fighting.
Then what is it about then?
All right, no more.
Like Sheila says, no more. I mean, this is getting tense now. They're actually gone into the water now they're fighting.
Yeah, and this is the problem because obviously they might be like professional models and all that lot, and they do all this fighting skills and trying to kill each other because that's what this the other woman tries to do.
You what? So they're trying to kill each other?
No, but one tries to kill one of them, and then Sheila notices as well.
That's going to draw suspicion if they've got a dead body on their hand.
Yeah, I mean, that young lady there, she gets suspicious on her because obviously, why would she like to kill her own team members for? And like Shirley said, stop it. So this is a good point to leave it on a climax and that, and end the video as we should do. Okay? So.
So that means to be continued on part 2. So hopefully you will be